Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous Redux version, normal difficulty. I'm your host, Colors Fade. It's episode 48. We're in Arilu's lab and everybody just made a mythic level, so it's time to level up. Let's make a quick save to make sure that we don't screw this up too badly. So let's see here. Mythic level, bud. What's he got? He has Unstoppable. Anytime you become paralyzed, you become stagnant instead, etc., etc., etc. He's got Mythic Dodge and Rupture Restraints, which is really good. Let's see what would be appropriate for him. Okay, so there are a couple of nice choices in here with this. Mythic Resolve isn't too bad, plus some bonus to saving throws and additional hit points equal to your Mythic rank, which isn't too big of a deal. It's... And shield focus adds your shield bonus to your enhancement to touch AC. There's not much in here that we have to worry about touching us, I don't think, in this game. That was a really big deal in Kingmaker. Weapon focus mythic when... Let's see. Does he already have something that adds his dexterity monitor strength? I think he does. Let's check that real quick. Because he has... feats. If he has Fencing Grace, I think he does. Fencing Grace for S-Doc, so he doesn't need that one. No reason to do that. So I think Weapon Focus, you get double the bonuses on your attack rolls from Weapon Focus and Greater Weapon Focus. I like that. Makes it more likely that he'll hit things. So let's do that. Now we get to Della, and she is just... She is she's got Archmage armor, abundant casting. She needs all of the critical hit stuff and weapon focus and all that jazz. So weapon specialization in the Foul Shard. You gain a bonus equal to half your mythic rank on damage rolls. This stacks with bonuses from weapon specialization, greater weapon specialization. I would very much like that. You can get extra feet. Oh, I see. Yeah, I don't want an extra feet. I think it would be. And you can get her Mythic Sneak Attacker for more damage as well. I think I'd rather just have the weapon spec bonus. So let's do that. Give her more damage. So she's been hitting at 101 pretty consistently. Let's get her to go even higher than that. For our Cleric... what we're going to do, he has abundant casting, improved abundant casting, and then what level of spells does he have now? Let's take a look at that. He has up to level 7 spells now. Okay, so it won't be too long before he gets into level 8s and stuff like that. So I think what I'd like to do with him is just extra mythic ability and go get him. I either want one of two things. I either want greater abundance casting, which affects level 7, 8, and 9 spells. Or I want him to have something like Unstoppable or Rupture Restraints. This is really good. This can stop him from being in a lot of states that are really sucky. So I'm going to grab that. Yeah, I'm going to grab that. I think that's important for him to have. Ember, Darling Dear. Okay, now... she has abundant casting. Cast 4 more spells per day of first, second, so we need to get her the next one. Greater abundant casting. So she can have even... well, let's see. Is greater abundant casting... it should affect... here's what I'm going to do. Greater abundant casting should be affected by these spells she has. She has this ring... it deals this one. This is the one that grants her the ability to these spells, and it should give her more of those spells. So, let's go greater, improved abundant casting. Is that, yeah, 4th, 5th, and 6th levels. So we do that. How many spells should she get? We'll find out after we rest, I would guess then. But she should get more of those spells, so that'd be great. Here's our Brown Fur Transmitter. She has Weapon Finesse Mythic, Abundant Casting 1 and 2. 2 weapon fighting mythic would be good for her. And then for me, I am the Leech, Lord beyond the grave. And then I get all kinds of fun toys. I got improved abundant casting, 2-weapon fighting mythic. Let's see what we can get here that'll really help. It's hard when there's so many that you want to take. So what the three that I'd like to take are improved critical, because my critical multiplier is 2 right now. That would make it a 3. I also want weapon focus because it doubles your bonus on attack rolls, so it makes it even more certain that we're going to hit things. And then weapon spec, which allows us to do more damage. I'm going to grab weapon focus and make sure that we hit things. So. And then skeleton upgrade. Oh, cool. Okay, so he's a skeletal executioner. He's a skeletal champion. Just like all your champions, the skeleton can use any items and also has all the weapon proficiencies. Being undead, it also subject to all bonuses. Okay, so now you get to choose. The skeletal champion gets a barbarian's rage ability and fast movement, as well as 2 rage powers per its choice. He can be a skeletal cleric. He gets channel negative energy using its hit dice instead of cleric class for calculations, domains of death and destruction, and all spells from the cleric list. Wow. You can give him a spell to fighter. The skeletal champion gets an additional bonus combat feat, armor training, weapon training, and its BAB now equals a full HD instead of regular. Wow. Heck yeah. And the skeletal inquisitor. Oh, wait a minute. So the skeletal champion gets the inquisitor's judgment twice per day, bane, and teamwork feat. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Holy cow. Okay. I think in order to keep him easy to manage, I don't want to have to be casting bane and all that stuff. I'd love him to get outflanked. That would be great. But I think just making him a fighter would make things easier for me. Although getting outflank would be really nice. Outflank. Because this will give him +4 to attack rolls. I'm still going to go with the fighter. Let's do that. Skeletal mages. Skeletal champion gets the mages class abilities such as arcane pool, spell combat, and the minor mages spells, which include all spells from the mages list up to 2. Oh man, that would also be awesome. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I might have to do that on a different playthrough then. Bonus combat level feats. Okay, so here, since he's going to get a combat level feat, I can give him all kinds of stuff. I can give him outflank. Oh my gosh. I can give him all kinds of things, can't I? Jeez. Greater 2-weapon fighting. You get a 3rd attack. Greater weapon focus. I just want outflank. Give him that. It's +4. It's just kind of massive. And then, oh, he gets a weapon focus. Okay, what's he using right now? Hold on. Well, we know there's some good greatswords in the game. That's the thing. We know there are some good greatswords. He's using this right now, which is a Scorpion's Kiss, a +2 corrosive burst weapon. While you are wielding it, you get a +3 bonus to attack rolls when performing an attack of opportunity, which is just really great. Your critical threat range is doubled to 19 and 20. He also has this +4 psi. Oh man, gosh. Or there's the Touch of Mercy, a +4 bleed falchion confirms a critical hit on an already bleeding enemy whose hit points are below 80. It instantly kills the enemy. Oh, honey. We're going to make you use a falchion. Oh, yeah. Sorry, dude. That's awesome. Heck yeah. That's your weapon of choice from now on. Okay. Well then, weapon focus, kukuri. And then, yeah, skeletal fighter. And then give him outflank. Oh, man. He's going to be fun. And then give him the falchion. Oh, my gosh. Oh, and then weapon training. Weapon training. Okay. Falchion. Whenever the fighter attacks with a weapon, he gets a +1 bonus on attack and damage rolls. Heavy blades. And then he gets what? Oh, and these are... Oh, and this is me, finally, back to me getting spells. Okay. Jeez. Oh my gosh. Okay. Holy cow, I gotta think about this. Okay, so I gotta remember to do this too. And we're gonna grab Circle of Clarity because it's Abjuration in it, and it gives me 2 free spells basically with the Thessalian Specialist. Firebrand though, look at this. Okay, all your weapons, everybody's weapons in the party are gonna do an additional 1d6 points of fire damage. That's nice, but look at this. At any point during the spell's duration, a creature bearing a firebrand can launch a beam of fire at any target within 30 feet as a swift action. This ray requires a ranged touch attack to hit and deal 66 points of fire damage. Once a creature uses its firebrand to fire a ray in this manner, the effect of the spell ends. I'm thinking Playful Darkness, so, which is going to be coming up later. I very much want to try that. So I got to make a note about that. Okay, so I got that set up, and then we have this extra undead spells. These are going to be fun. Feast of Blood, which works just like Exsanguinate, except it affects all enemies in a 20-foot radius and grants the caster temporary hit points equal to the maximum damage dealt. Exsanguinate. You force the target's blood to overflow in its body. The target receives 1d6 damage per caster level. Makes a fortitude save. If it fails, the target receives 1d6 strength damage and 2d6 bleed damage. Very nice. Just a lot of damage. Oh yeah, so Corrosive Touch. Oh goodness, so many spells. Okay. That's, what do I have here? Summon the Fallen, Monitor Lizards 4, Plague Beast Mastodon. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. Oh geez, and I get more of these. Well, let's grab another Eye of Bodak there. What is this? Protection from Energy Communal. Running out of, and this is what? Summon Monster 4, Monitor Lizards and Wolves. Okay. Let's do that, because that frees up a spot over here on the wall. Oh my gosh. So yeah, Summon the Fallen, Summon Monster 4, get that out of here. Plague Beak Mastodon. Alright. Got that. Firebrand. Yeah. Alright. Siphon Life. Oh my gosh. So where was that one spell? This is Command Undead. Make any undead creature fight on your side as if it was your ally. Really? I can do that? Holy cow. Okay. Oh, it's unbelievable. All these spells. Holy cow. Okay. I gotta quit freaking out over that. There's damage living. I don't ever need to do that. I'm gonna get rid of that spell. Because the spell I wanted is this one. Feast of Blood. This is a big old damage spell. So I want that up there. And then there's this Circle of Clarity. Okay. Boy, got a lot of spells. I'm not gonna worry about resting right now. And she has her spells, which is great, and he has his level 7. This is all mythic stuff, so okay. Now to the map. We have something in this corner. Oh, Experiment Transformation. Let's go see what that is. Where is it at? Right here. Experiment Transformation.
Day 28. Colustrill. 4606. Experiment Transformation. Subject Arilu Vorlesh. Human female with a clear affinity for arcane magic. Objective: to fuse a mortal soul with the essence of the abyss. Predicted result: the formation of a full-fledged half-demon on the basis of a mortal being. Potential risks unknown. The death of the subject is extremely likely. I will continue to monitor the experiment for as long as I can.
She succeeded. So there's that. Okay, now, what do we have here? Yes, this hallway. Okay. So let's go knock on the rest of the doors in this place. Corrupted animal meat. Let's see if there's any doorways here. What do we have here? We now have the key, so we can put an end to that. Okay. And that gets me back up to the main part of the laboratory. And there's a door over here. What do we have here? Oh, look. It's our friends. Okay, darling. Why don't you do Calming Touch on her? Why don't you do Haste to Reno on the rest of us? Why don't you've got what? Some wisdom damage? Aaron, do this. Get in there. I'm gonna see these numbers real quick. What are we looking at for him? He's got 24, 24, 19. His are 24, 24, 19. So he now hits as good as Adrenair does. And she's at 28, 28, 23. Very nice. So yeah, he's... The only person who hits better is the dedicated two-hander. Nice. And then this dude, 23, 23, 18. Oh, man. Go crush him, dude. What do you got there, my man? Did you Calming Touch her and nothing happened? What is this thing? Kill it. Alright. Arachne dies. Who's shooting at who here?
I tire of waiting.
See if you can do this to yourself. I don't think it worked on her because we were... Well, no. Should still work on her. It did. Just for some reason it didn't work the first time. Alright, so we got this creature. Oh yeah, we gotta grab all its scimitars. This box back here with this armor. White dragon. It's not as fancy as you might think it is. It's a White Dragon 10 base armor class. Plus 4 White Dragon head breastplate grants the wearer a cold aura, which hurts all your people around you. Breastplate could be worn by druids. So all creatures, that means yourself included. Which is why I don't use it, because I don't like taking the cold damage all the time. So, if it only affected enemies, that'd be fantastic. But it doesn't work that way. Alright, let's go over here. Actually, let's go this way. Let's go up these stairs. So, inching our way around here. Got all of our animals. Everybody's rocking and rolling. Arilo Vorlesh's laboratory. And what's going on over here? Wait, where's this go? Where does this go? We forgot about this. What is it? What do you mean it's locked? Well, boo. It's locked. It is yet another in a long line of locked doors. Well, we'll have to see if we can get in there. Interesting. Skeletal executioner failed his perception check on what, I wonder? Okay, Arilo's laboratory. The main pot of the laboratory. So we can go free the angel right here. Which will help all the rest of you get out of here. Tortured angel. Examine the barrier. Destroy it. You see a beautiful silver-haired woman whose face displays an unusual heavenly tranquility. Now you can get a good look at her wings. One looks strong and is covered in white feathers, just as you would expect of an angel, but the other wing It looks like a framework of mismatched bones, with a grimy purple substance stretched across it instead of webbing, and it is covered in something as akin to scabs and strange scales. The angel awakens and unexpectedly inclines her head in greeting. I do not know who you are, stranger, but thank you for freeing me. I am Targona, blade of Iomede's heavenly host. My captivity, though I was ignorant of it, lasted so long. How did you end up here? I was brought here from the brink of death. I had been fighting the Baelor, Durazand, alongside a troop of crusaders when we were struck by the echo of Discari, a demon of terrifying power and cunning, and an old enemy of mine. All my comrades perished, and the two demons set upon me like predators savaging a bird. The echo ripped off my wing and left me to die among the bodies of those I failed to protect. And then she appeared, the architect of the world womb. Sometimes I am amazed at the vast power, terrifying or benevolent, that can reside in a mortal. However, Aurelia was no longer mortal. She brought me here. She treated me as much as she could, or as much as she deemed necessary. I can hardly remember those first days in the laboratory. Pain, strange magic, purple flames flickering around me. Aurelia spent hours casting spells over me. I was chained the whole time, though I was too weak to fight or flee. There was nothing else for me to do but talk to her and try to glimpse inside that black soul. I don't know what I hoped to find in there. Perhaps the smallest glimmer of light. Hope that all this could be remedied. All I saw was twilight, a veil of arrogance and secrets that Aurelia used to keep herself separate from the world. Her thoughts were occupied by some grand experiment. I was of little interest by comparison. When she had finished her work, she put me into a deep sleep. A healing sleep, she said. It was necessary to allow my new, abominable wing to settle in. I have been in that sleep until now. What grand experiment was Aurelia planning when she captured you? She wanted to perfect her accursed wound, the second opening, as she called it. The rift was to be larger and more stable, opening a road to Galarian from new abyssal realms. What shocked me was that she talked about the disastrous consequences of her plan with total equanimity, as though they were minor details that were but a distraction from the experiment itself. I also know that her experiment required a mortal soul, perhaps as a sacrifice to some dark rite that would siphon the mortal's life force and use it for perverse ends. I heard a new prisoner arrive in the lab not long after myself. Aurelia was particularly distressed by the development, and she talked to me more than usual. She was clearly in want of an audience. That's when I learned certain details of her plan. But how it was carried out and what happened to that prisoner, I do not know. May Iomade guard the soul of that unfortunate, if indeed it is still whole. Often such rituals destroy the sacrificed soul entirely. Can you tell me anything about this place? I only know a little. Aurelia only let it slip that this refuge is where she wrote the Lexicon of Paradox, the book of dark magic containing the secret to the world wound's creation. That means this place is older than the wound itself. Aurelia must have created it, at least part of it, before her great atrocity. I was astonished at the strange way she seemed to speak of this laboratory. It was as if she despised this place, yet she tried not to show it. There was a moment when I wondered if this hatred was a sign of her contrition, but I was mistaken. She is incapable of feeling contrite, even for a heartbeat. She is like a tempest, hurtling forward and sweeping aside everything in its path. May the power of heaven go with you. If only I could help, but my strength has been drained. So, your prayers have been answered, and you may go. Very well. Alright, we're going to go to the old laboratory section. Because there were doors in there that we want to open. This guy's going to fall over when you get close. Is that it? Oh yeah, it's just a statue. Okay. To the old wing, my friends. To the old wing. And the door's here. Oh yeah, we were here. So we unlocked those doors already. Okay, this is the old wing. Did all of the doors in here? Did we? Was there one that we missed? I don't think so. There's just that one door that I don't know how to open. There's this. Okay. So when I wish I could annotate the map. Annotating a map is just such an important thing. Being able to self-annotate would be really helpful. It's this. Alright, so we did all of these doors. Okay. In that case, the one surprise here is where this door goes. I don't think... Are we not supposed... I guess we're not meant to go through that door yet. It must happen later in like Act 5 maybe? Oh, I think so. That's it. It's an Act 5 door. That's right. Okay, so we can leave. We're good. We got everything. We got what we need for Zacharias. We're getting out of the trap here. We know a little bit more about Aurilu's purpose. So we'll go be turned into a... We'll be a little closer to being turned into a full lich. There's a campfire if we want it. Not necessary though. Fantastic. Off we go. A rare specimen, a Turncoat Demoness, a succubus. Alright, so demon armies are approaching. Well, that's fine because we can just teleport back. Now we have this Mark of Terror. All units in the target army receive -2 times your mythic rank. So our mythic rank is 4 now. So -8 penalty to morale. This effect lasts for 1 day. So you can't, it's really a while. I didn't know what these were early on, but what it is you basically have to walk up to an army and use this skill on it. Actually, I don't think you have to walk up to it. I think you could just use it from anywhere on the map and then it works. So there's that. We're going to teleport back to Dresden. And I'm going to take a look at my army. What army is moving? That one's moving towards Gloomy Gorge. Okay. Well, that's where I need you guys, so. Army has no movement points left. Okay. Well, in that case, why don't we skip a day? The Gloomy Gorge is being assaulted. And now you guys can come way up here. What I don't understand, and maybe someone can explain this to me, is why there's a red exclamation point on these forts. Like that one. Why is there a red exclamation point? You know what? I'm really curious. Does the red exclamation point go away if we visit? No. What's it for then? Some of them don't have them. And it's only when you've got your army selected. I really have no idea what it's for. Don't have a clue. Molten Scar. Okay. Well, now we're going to go in here. Maybe. Maybe. We're going to go to the streets. So this should be the part where we can tell the herald that we know what the heck is going on, and he will summon the queen and she will be here in 3 to 4 weeks. Even though it only takes us a couple days to travel from Canabras ourselves. Where is the queen? It takes her 4 weeks to get there. Where is she exactly? I think she's off on a bender. That's my guess. Okay, my friends. Stay frosty. Let's go do this Iomade thing first. In fact, hit yourself up with a spell. And then fly up here. Fly to the angels. This old butt rock song for you there. Okay. Herald, hand of the inheritor. Xanther told me of a demonic barrier hidden beneath Iomede's symbol in the center of the city. I encountered a similar demonic barrier in Arilu Vorlesh's laboratory and was able to breach it. I can open this barrier too. All you will have to do is protect the city from the blast.
I am impressed by your many gifts, champion. Together we shall open the passage and protect the city, and then we will burn the Midnight Fane with the cleansing fire of righteousness. But first we must gather our strength. I shall send word to Queen Galfrey. Her help may be necessary when we reach that dark bastion of the abyss. The Queen will heed my call and arrive quickly, within a month.
That's quick.
You must use this time to prepare to attack.
Very good. So he's ready to go. Now I need to go to here. Zacharias. Alright, Zacharias. The wand. Let's go, my friend. Do your stripping me of all my goodness ritual.
Adventures can wait.
Can they now? Alright. There you are, my master. I do hope you are here with good reason, student. I am occupied with my ruminations on the ritual you and I shall perform together. I found that mysterious place of yours. This is what I discovered there. What a curious item. It was used for magical practices of the highest order. It is my understanding that you are seeing it for the first time, yet it is linked to you by powerful ties. It is as though someone with great power used it to spy on you. It will be useful for the ritual. Through it, I shall influence your being, making it more receptive to the forces of death. However, your soul remains in an unsuitable condition. It is brimming with compassion and kindness. These will imperil any attempt to cross into undeath. Fortunately for you, my lackadaisical student, I did not overestimate your incompetence, and I have already found a way for you to remedy the problem. A flask filled with a glowing translucent essence appears in the Lich's cadaverous hand. This is the soul of a dead being. It was stolen and placed within this vessel. I propose that you do the unthinkable. Use your mythic powers to unmake this soul. Such an act is a violation of all the laws of nature. It is repugnant, criminal, precisely what we need. By committing this sin, you will have struck your name from the list of mortals that will go before Pharasma in the hopes of receiving her mercy. You can actually open it and free the soul? What happens if I do that? I'm really curious what what this does, because I don't intend to go Lich all the way to the end. I want to do the other mythic path, the hero mythic path. So I'm going to choose this. That's it. I have tolerated your obstreperous character for too long, student. If you are incapable of fulfilling such a simple order, then you are utterly useless to me. So he's gone. Okay. But I still get all my spells. Oh, that's funny. Okay. What happens if... The semblance of life encased in the Pillar of Skulls has been burned out by the vengeful Zacharias. That's interesting. Okay. I'm really curious. I had no idea what would happen. I tried to look on Reddit to see what would happen, and nobody mentioned that. So now we know. He takes off. Well, that's fine, because I don't need him. I'm not going to be a full-on Lich. Oh, Desna. Something truly miraculous happened. If only you knew. I used to, and now I'm... No, wait, this doesn't feel right. Look, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have barged in like that. We need to talk one-on-one. I'll be waiting in the tavern. So there goes your succubus friend. Alright, well. We're going to manage some Crusade stuff and then end the video. I'm really curious about this whole Lich thing. I can't remember what that mythic path is called now that I intended to do from the beginning. It's the one where you basically forsake your powers and become a powerful mortal instead. You get up to level 40 where everybody else is capped at level 20. Dark Allies. Nadal, the land of necromancers and followers of Zon Kuthon, is a nation of ill repute, but the demon invasion poses a threat even to them. The news that a contingent of Nadali's forces is on its way to Dresden has caused a scandal in the capital. Refuse their help. Gives you 100 energy points. Choice effects, you can get vampires and shadow dancers, or adds 2,000 diplomacy. Okay, sure. Report. Storm's Peak, the stronghold of the fierce Kremzada, has been captured and destroyed to the ground. The mighty Baelor and his army will no longer be able to threaten Dresden. Good. Air. A young noble has arrived in Dresden seeking the commander's help. He was sent to join the Crusades by his old father, an influential noble who grew tired of condoning his debauched son's antics. If the young man does not mature and fails to prove himself in the war, the discontent parent will disinherit him. Unfortunately for the young man, he's a drunk, a profligate, and a mediocre warrior who will never find glory on the battlefield. The poor youth is asking the commander to help him by fixing a fight with an opponent who will be weakened beforehand. Once he returns home victorious, he will never forget his favor. Denounce the cheater. I don't even care what the choice effects are. Oh, but I get that finance points? Fine. I'd rather have the finance points. Alright, but he doesn't deserve that. Relics, the fate of the attractive impulse, and the dirty squealer, and the voracious jumble, and the faultless daybreak. Okay, let's see. Are any of these any good? I have to check again. The dirty squealer results in a belt. The attractive impulse results in a rod. I can't remember what each one of them do. Those are just the extent of my notes, so that's what I'm going to do there. Dragons, distributing provisions. Okay, we're done with that. What I really wanted to do was this. Skip a day. And have you guys go up here and stop. You're going to pick them up along the way. There you go. 708. Wow, we're finally getting somewhere. Okay, get over here. The Gloomy Gorge. Skip a day. You've got like, what, 6 days or something like that to get over there and help? Because you got 3 days because you got a stronghold in there. Pursue them.
Pursue them to the death. To the pain.
Alright, oh, look at you guys. You're so cute. Yeah. Well, that hurt you, didn't it? That really hurt you. Bye-bye. You guys shouldn't have come fighting me. You shouldn't have come. You should have stayed home. You should have stayed home and drank your barrels of blood or whatever it is you strange demons do. Okay, so how can we get that fortress? I don't think we can. Where else do we need to go? We need to go here to camp on the ferry and kill those demons. And I need to look at my journal. What's left? Okay. Well, skip day then. The Queen and Decrees and the Dirty Squealer. And what else do we have? Events. For a great purpose, a priest of Set has invented a unique method of forging enchanted weapons. However, the process requires a sacrifice. For every blade filled with Set's darkness, a mortal must pay with their sight. The priest suggests forming a group of preachers who will wander the towns and cities to find people whose lives are gloomy enough to sacrifice sight for the good of the crusade. Form a group of preachers and it unlocks the Sword of Set decree. 500 military experience points. Crusade morale drops. Use soldiers who were crippled. Turn the priest down. Oh, really? The Sword of Set. It just forms a decree. We're never going to use it. So, but in case we need it. All right. Here we go. Let's go kill you guys. Enemies are retreating.
The demons saw our army and our very powerful sorcerer general and started to run.
And I said, oh, really? Good hope. Do that. Could certainly do that. Let's just fireball. Okay. Tarry Demodans. Well, you may tarry along now. Would you please? Oh, look, you get to go twice. That's awesome. End of the road for you. I'm just gonna shoot you because I think I can mostly kill you, especially if they get to go again. Oh, it's all over for you. Wizards. That's nice. So yeah, our group has got to get ready for finance points. Nice. Our group has to get ready to go to Blackwater. It's like the last thing that can really be done here. So, going to sell my goods once again after a little rest. And then we'll get ready to head over there and do that. That'll be fun. Rest. It says you cannot rest here. But you can. You certainly can. I need to get my boy to take my wisdom damage off there. So that's what I'm going to do, is head on over to here. Exit the building and we'll go sell stuff. In the street. Oh, we have the half measure tamer. Borrowed dreams. We can do that when we come back from Blackwater. I think the most important thing to do right here will be to get Blackwater done. It results in a very nice, big, huge sword, but it's also just an incredibly fun dungeon to do. It's very neat. And it should be the last big thing that we have going on in here. Let's check this. Attack out of nowhere. Interrogate Nara about the demon schemes. Oh, and scout the ravines. We have to do that first. That's right. Okay. We have to do that first. Well, that's too bad. Here I was all ready to go to Blackwater. I've been ready to go for several episodes now, but we're not quite there yet. Nara. Let's go interrogate her then. Let's drop all of this stuff off and go interrogate her little behind. Alright. Show me what you have. Wilser. Price. Descent in order. Give me all this stuff. I don't need that kukri anymore, but I'm going to hang on to it. Composite longbow. Speed composite longbow. Get rid of that. Save that cold iron rapier for Camellia. Don't need any of this stuff. Oh, that ray negation one, though. That might be nice. Against ranged touch attacks. Maybe. Bulk selling. Deal. Okay. Let's go. Let's go to the barracks. The barracks are... Abandoned building. House. Barracks. Is that where the dungeons are? Is in the barracks? Or are they somewhere else? The prison's right there. Alright, prison. Siphon time. I can't wait to use that on some big group of people. You can make any undead creature fight on your side as if it was your ally. It will attack your opponents to the best of its ability. However, intelligent creatures will try to throw off the domination. That may also end up being useful against Playful Darkness. Because, unfortunately, that fight, while it's already super difficult, they decide to try and flank you with some stuff. Okay, so Nura, where is she? There she is. You punk. Come to gloat. I need information. Do you? And why would I give it to you? Well, because helping me is your only chance to earn a pardon. I don't want your pardon. If you want to kill me, then kill me. On second thought, you know what? I don't care. don't care about you or the demons or myself. Especially not myself. What do you want? The demon hordes keep attacking us without warning as if they're appearing out of thin air. Do you know how they're doing it? I can't say for sure, but I heard rumors. There's a place called the Molten Scar where the gray road makes a sharp turn and forks. It must be hard to miss. It's big gorge with lava flowing at the bottom. A Varrock sorceress has a lair there. If you continue your offensive beyond Dresden, the Varrock was supposed to organize an army at your flank and cut you off from behind. I don't know what it means. Maybe she maintains a rift there. Excellent. Alright, who did you work for? The Templars of the Ivory Labyrinth. Cultists of Baphomet. Yeah, well, I don't need to hear anything more from you. I'm going. And I'm going to leave you there to rot. So, Molten Scar, that's where we're going to go. Okay, we'll do that next episode. Molten Scar. Kill a few more demons with our army as we try to clear the map. And then the episode after that, we should be able to do what I really want to do, which is go to Blackwater. So, Molten Scar it is. Folks, as always, thank you for hanging out with me, spending your time with this channel. Give it a thumbs up, leave your questions and comments below, subscribe to this channel, as always, do all that stuff. Let me know how your own playthroughs are going. I hope you're having fun. And as always, see you next time. Happy gaming.